Morning guys, welcome back to Leigh and Toon's channel. Today, Billy No Mates again, only for about an hour or so. Today lays ahead quite a mammoth task. Well, it looks mammoth, but I've just had about 5 minutes having a bash at it, and I think I can do it. I'm clearing all this lot. So I've just done 2 big bucket loads using my job, and I'm going to clear all round here. That's right, it's another 45 minute garden makeover. It's been nearly a year since I did one. Last time it was an epic fail, but let's see how we get on. Now, I'm not composting all this stuff, it's all going to the ducks, but what I'm doing is leaving the roots in here, help with the soil, keep everything tight. That's the plan anyway. Right, enough blah de blah, I'm going to crack on. You can help, Mo? You can help today? No tilapia today. Naughtiest dog in Thailand. You wouldn't believe it, would you? But it wouldn't melt in a mouth. Absolute cow bag. Now, what we used to do was give all our ducks the old banana trees after they'd fruited. We used to chop them down, mince them up, and then feed them to the ducks and the geese and the chickens. At present, we haven't got any, bar one, I don't think we got any old banana trees. They're all new ones. And over the last month or so, the ducks have done their job and gradually stripped back everything here. So the plan is, it's all totally clear, and we've got the big deluxe duck house built at the fence pond. We're going to leave about 20 or so Campbells here, with plenty of boys in there to obviously help fertilise the eggs. And then if you keep them in small groups, then the gab-gabs will actually sit on the eggs. But if you keep them in a big group, they tend not to. That's what we've been told anyway. So they'll stay here, about 20 or so, with the 3 Muscovies. We need another boy Muscovy because Tank had a perforated lung, so he ended up in the pot. So until the banana trees really get going, we're going to have to give them all the weeds and pack bung, all that sort of stuff, just to pad out their feed. If they don't get enough feed, you don't get enough eggs. Simple as peas. Everyone's getting some today. These are the young ducks and chickens. I think all the white chickens are cockerels. The ducks are a mixture of boys and girls. Girls are just starting to get a bit more noisy now. You can hear the difference in their calls. The boys are a lot more softly spoken. Strong silent type, if you like. Did forget to remind Toon to get a new hose, although I love this new fountain effect we've got. As long as she remembers the ratchet straps. That's the main thing. We've got a lot of stuff to tie down. You all know what a ratchet is. It's the same as a mouse ship, but twice the size. The long-term plan for round here is to put a full irrigation system to all the fruit trees. At the moment, because we get a little bit of rain, no real requirement to water the fruit trees. If we don't get rain for about 10 days or so, then we water them. But of course in the dry season and in the winter, then they need plenty of fresh water, so that's what we aim to do there. We'll also rig it up to fill the little duck pond up there and the little frog oasis as well. Just again to free us up some time, be more efficient time-wise. I've not shown you the phase 1 of Guy Ban House. So we're gradually phasing in a new chicken house purely for the Thai skinny chickens. Again, the reason being, like I said in one of the previous videos, is because their nesting requirements are different to your egg laying chickens. So we've got a lovely little setup here. That's Toon's ladder. and they like to be up nice and high. So that's it, that's all you need. Nice and open at the sides, plenty of fresh air. We're not these sort of people that like to keep their chickens cooped up. I just don't think it's very healthy. It looks terrible at the moment, but honestly the whole area is a gypsy site, but we're getting there. And then we put the egg boxes, nesting boxes, on the outside. There's currently 2 in there. Now they're not fertile, but one of the Gai Ban girls is obviously laying eggs at the moment. They'll be wind eggs, or air eggs as Toon calls them. Nothing in them apart from unfertilised egg. We need the Gai Ban cockerels to get up to speed and to start cock-a-doodling, so to speak. Once they do that, then we'll let them sit on the eggs. So this one, normally the first batch probably about 10, and then she'll go to sit on them. So we'll take them out. Then you've got a couple of weeks non-activity, and then they start laying again. So hopefully after this initial batch, one of the cockerels will start learning what it's for and fertilise her eggs, and she'll start again. So we aim to put more boxes along here, because I think we've got 8 or 9 Gai Ban hens at the moment. There's one of the, probably the oldest cockerel we've got is out here. These cockerels in Thailand are hellishly expensive. It's not that they're rare as rocking horse shit, it's just that people like to use them for, or let's say some people like to use them for cockfighting. So we're not into that sort of thing. There's another young cockerel there, a little bit younger, and there's one other somewhere else, but I can't see him. There he is, over there. So what we've done, we've had 3 lots of, or sourced 3 separate batches of Gai Ban chickens to try and get a nice mixture. You'll see that these 2 black chickens over here, they'll be black skinned. Lovely looking girls. They're just about ready to start laying eggs. So we got those from Toon's auntie. That was near Nakhon. So no inbreeding here. And hiding, 'cause she's a bit shy, she's just coming out the back there. That's the one that's laying the eggs at the moment. Beautiful markings on her. Lovely. Now these are, I guarantee these are Gai Ban chickens. If you normally see them in the village, there's no feathers on them. They look about 4 ounces wet through. It's a real sad state of affairs, because people tend not to really feed them much apart from a handful of rice at the end of the day, whereas ours are getting the full work. So ours are packing on the weight, and hopefully we'll have fresh Gai Ban chicken meat whenever we want it. In the old chicken house we've got here is where the wormery is going to be. So this is all coming out, and I'm going to build a concrete tank round here, raise the floor inside it, and put a little tap on the outside, so then all the worm pee will go into a bottle there. So this bamboo will actually be going across there, so at night time all the chicken poo goes straight into your vermicompost. That's the idea there. I'm going to try and get everything off the ground. So it's not bad, it doesn't really stink too much apart from when it rains, of course. So we need to raise the floor up in here. Just been so much to do. In there you can see our 3 silkies. I'll go around the other side so you can have a good look at Barry. He's Welsh, so he likes to be on camera. I'll show you him properly. Not very chatty on camera, is he? Whatever, that's the Welsh for you, innit? All show and no go, just like their rugby team. There he is. Looking good though, mate, looking good. The Welsh Dragon of Thailand, look at that. He is the man, sort of. Because next door to him, you can't see him yet, is Bruce. So we'll show you Bruce. Alright, Bruce. How you doing? Alright, pal. Eh? Alright, Ken. Ah. He's the man. He is the man. He's a beauty. Check him out in all his glory. Now I'm going to go all the way in here because Mrs. Bruce is cooking up something there. So, we did have another couple of egg laying chickens in here. We've booted them out because they were kicking her eggs out and smashing them to pieces. We want her to lay a full batch and to sit on them. I think she's got one, maybe laying a second one in there at the moment. Here's one for you guys. We don't know what breed of chicken these are. Her eggs are quite small and white. Oh yeah, she's got two. We just went to buy the turkeys and saw these two in there, and Toon said I want it. And well, that's it then, isn't it? But yeah, he's looking good. He does shag anything that moves, but we just want to keep these as a pure breed, whatever they are. So if you could let us know what they are, we'd appreciate that. I know it's a chicken, but that's about it. That's Barry throwing down the challenge to Bruce. I think he took him there. The Welsh don't like it up them, do they? Go on, son. Go on, son. Has he done him? Is there a new king in town? Never in doubt, mate. Good man. Still top of the tree. For those of you who've never heard of Wales and Scotland, as I'm sure a lot of you have never heard of those places, Wales is in the west of England and Scotland is in the north of England. Just a couple of little factoids for you. I know you enjoy those. So it's not just farming and Thailand that you learn about, it's also a bit of geography for you as well. Right then, 45 minutes is up. I think I've underestimated yet again the enormity of the task. I didn't anticipate the misty cloud cover to evaporate as soon as I pressed record. So it's a bit Betty Swallocks. My Angry Birds t-shirt is soaking wet, so I'm just going to have a break in a minute and get some electrolytes in my body. I'm a little bit fatigued. There's 45 minutes flat out. Obviously you guys would be a lot slower. You know, I've acclimatised. My fitness is very good. Belies my age. Okay, so we'll keep going today. Ideally, I'd like to get all this cleared round here and then round there as well. I've also launched in some of the weeds into the 2 tilapia ponds. Again, just to pad out the food. These guys don't get much food in here at all. They just eat, I think they just eat water. They still grow fast. And then the tab Tim over here. The idea is really give them loads of weeds and it keeps them preoccupied and stops them eating the morning glory quite so much. I had a real big purge on morning glory about a week ago. I absolutely blitzed it and put loads in here, and some of it is taken, but as soon as you start backing off for a day or two, then they just rip through it all. So loads of weeds for them. I've put some in the buddock pond, the catfish pond, but they're not that keen on it because it's my own fault. I should have done it from day one, then they would have lapped everything up. But they eat a little bit, but it's not great. Here's the DIY pesticide update for you. So I believe it's 4 or 5 days since the spray. They just had one spray and it's worked. I'll be honest, I don't think it's worked quite as good as the one that kills just about everything known to man, apart from your lime tree. But this is how bad it was before. They curl up, they're still just a little bit curly. Some sort of bug there. No, it's an ant, you prat. But a good sign is they've started flowering almost straight away. So I'm going to give it another spray, and look, it's even growing feathers now. That is impressive. I'm going to give it another spray, but I'm going to add to the mix the other DIY recipe, which is garlic and chilli. Toon says I'm going to kill everything by putting extra strong chilies on there, but no, all the reports I've read up on seem to go well. So that'll be oil, my goat soap, which is disappearing fast now. Incredibly, there seems to be a shortage in Thailand now. I don't know why. A lot of mature men are snapping it all up. Selling a lot of tilapia milt as well. Could be a coincidence. So yeah, I'm gonna make those up and give it another spray, probably in another 4 or 5 weeks. This lime tree is coming back nicely as well, although that's an older leaf. They're looking good. Not the curled up, you'll never get fruit off me plant leaf there. What else? This was a bugger. This had the white sticky stuff on, so let's have a look at it. This was the worst one. That's almost disappeared. In fact, it's not even sticky now. So it's definitely worked for that, which is good. I think this is guava. Toon calls it Farmstead. Again, it's like dust now rather than whatever, mate. So quite successful. Could be better, but we'll settle for that with it being animal friendly and of course human friendly. They're nice succulent leaves, they are. Excellent. Happy days. Very happy with the limes. It was only a few months ago we decided to stop taking the flowers off the trees and let them go for it. But they'd been in about a year and a half, and I think we're reaping the rewards now. Some people just let them fruit straight away, but yeah, very good. I think this is probably the best example of how successful the spray has been. This is a pomelo tree. If you look there, someone's just been noshing that big time, and we had that. So it's a double attack, 2 different things there. But look at that beauty. Pomelo. Oh, you get a good pomelo. Oh, I reckon they're the best fruit in Thailand. You get a lot of bang for your buck. Nearly all flesh to eat, very few seed. The skin can be a little bit thick, but once you've got that off, great eating. Olive tree that isn't an olive tree, that is looking fantastic now. Got some new flowers coming. I'm not sure whether Toon wants those to stay on or not, or whether she just wants these to plump up and ripen a little bit more. They need to be on here a little bit longer, really. Quite sour if you pick them like that. Papaya trees, not a problem. They weren't bug infested anyway, but they're doing well. Doing a lot better since the ducks have been cleaning and shitting around the base of them. But they have started to nibble things, so they've had a bucket full of weeds as well. Never stop eating, ducks. Never stop eating. I call them ESSE ducks. Eat, sleep, shit, egg. Here we go then at the end of play. Quite happy with the progress. It's a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours in the end. It's not too bad cleaning it. It's moving the bloody stuff, because it's a fair old walk to where the ducks are. So the fish ponds have had about 10 bucket loads as well. 3 of the 4 ponds have. It's fairly clear. I've also been grouping up some boulders together. I've got something planned for them later on, sort of like a little retainer wall somewhere. So to make it a little bit easier ferrying all the weeds, I thought, well, let's use them as a bit of a mulch around the galangal and the banana trees. I've just started this side. I've done all the banana trees going down there. So the aim is a little bit each day, feed the ducks and fish each day, and then transfer this onto these 2 lines, your bananas and your galangal there. That's the idea anyway. So quite happy. I wouldn't say it's an epic fail or a major victory, but we're getting there, using weeds as mulch and food. Even weeds have to earn their keep here. It's just that thing doesn't really earn its keep yet. Right then, thanks for watching guys. I've got a cool date with a slim-hipped Miss Chang. See you later, ta-da.